Hi there. Welcome back to Wrestling from the Vault. This time, I'd like to talk about my memories of WCW from the early 90s. So I'm talking late 89 into like 92, 93, something like that. Because it was fascinating because I was obviously was just getting into wrestling at that point. But, my screen time was dominated by WWF because, well, naturally, because that was all that we could watch. I think World of Sport had just ended just before I got into it. So it was all about WWF. But at the same time, when the Hasbro WWF figures came into prominence, there was also these WCW figures. I'd never heard of WCW, but the figures from Galoob, but they looked. I don't know why, but the packaging made them look amazing and appealing. Not the Hasbro ones were still amazing, but these Galoob ones made them look amazing because you had Ric Flair. They were just generic names to me: Ric Flair, Barry Windham, Arn Anderson, Lex Luger. Then you had Sting, and Sting obviously was the main guy back then. They wanted him to be their Ultimate Warrior or their Hulk Hogan. Um, but yeah, and I just remember seeing these figures and then I thought, what is this? I have no idea what this is. And then at the same time, the videos were coming out. The VHS WCW videos were coming out. I thought, oh, what's this? Then I think my birthday came round, and then I bought a couple. I think Starcade 1990 was the first one I watched, and I loved it. I loved that event. I loved that video. Um, and on that video, they showed the whole event, which is not what they did, which I found out later, which is not what they did for the majority of those WCW tapes. They were all clipped. They showed bits of matches or full matches and just leave 5 or 6 matches out completely. But I really enjoyed the Starcade 1990. I know it's much maligned now. The Black Scorpion, and it was so obvious it was Ric Flair. But back then, I had no idea. I had no idea about the storylines. I just thought it was a very entertaining video. And what else did it have? It had the Pat O'Connor Memorial Tag Team Tournament won by the Steiner brothers, and it had teams from different countries, which I just thought it was fascinating. Yeah, and I watched that video a lot. And then as the years went on, obviously I was collecting WWF videos more. But if whenever I saw a WCW video, I generally try and get it. And this is back then. I had no money, so I had to sort of either beg my parents to get it for me or wait till Christmas or birthday. Um, yeah, so I remember having Starcade 90, and I had Halloween Havoc, the Chamber of Horrors one. Was it Chamber of Horrors? Yeah, which was a ridiculous match. But so, I mean, it was funny to watch. Um, but yeah, ridiculous match looking back now. But I have great memories of those VHS tapes. Eventually, I got all of them when I got older and started collecting. And I had no idea that it went beyond 1992 into 93 because those first, I think Starcade 89 may have been the first one up to Starcade 90 through 91. I think Halloween Havoc 91. And then I didn't realize that they were still being released until years later. Yeah, and the first one that I saw post 1991 was War Games 1992. I saw it in Wrestle War 1992. Sorry, I saw the tape in a charity shop in Hastings. We were on holiday. I think I was about 17, 16 or 17, and me, my brother, sister, my mum just sort of went for a holiday with my grandparents in Hastings, of all places. And it wasn't even in Hastings. There was a tiny little village just outside called Battle. And we were walking around there, and we went into a charity shop, and then I saw the familiar WCW logo on the side of a video, and picked it up, and I couldn't believe it. It was like Wrestle War 92. I had no idea that it went into 1992. So I picked it up, and I saw the War Games. I've heard of War Games. I hadn't actually seen it up until this point. Um, So I saw Sting Squadron versus Dangerous Alliance. I knew who Paulie Dangerously was. So yeah, so obviously I got it. It was 50p, bargain. Um, and I couldn't watch it straight away, obviously, because we were on holiday and I had no way of there was no VHS player in the caravan. I think it was a caravan we were staying in. Anyway, so I got home. I don't remember watching it straight away or what or when I watched it, but I remember watching it. I think there was a Greg Valentine and Terry Taylor were in a tag team match or something. Again, they didn't show the whole event. They split it up. They had some matches. I know when the WWE Network came out, they showed the whole event and all that, and I don't think I've ever actually bothered to go back and watch it. So I have no idea what the other matches would have been. But then you get to the main event, War Games, and it's my favorite match of all time. It's amazing. I must have seen it, I don't know, close to 100 times now. It's just brilliant. If you just look at the talent on display in that match, Rick Rude, Sting, Steve Austin, Barry Windham, Larry Zbyszko, very underrated. Don't knock Larry Zbyszko. Bobby Eaton, one of my favorites of all time. And oh my God, Double A in a War Games is just, I don't know, it's just life, I think. Yeah, and I'm probably missing a few. Dustin Rhodes, Dustin Rhodes, Ricky Steamboat as well. And, um, Nikita Koloff as well, which, he's not amazing or anything, but he was a great character. He portrayed it very well. He committed to it. And just the action in this match, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The blood as well. Blood was a no-no back then in WWF, and to see it just coming out in this match, there's no fancy moves or anything in this match. It's just two teams just beating the pulp out of each other. And Austin in particular, I think he starts and he's just bleeding from the first 30 seconds throughout the whole match. And it's just amazing memories. I watch that match at least once a year now. Just the crowd are into it. They want one team to win, and they want that team to beat the crap out of the other team. That's how it should be. It's so simple. There's just no flips, no stupid moves that don't make sense. It's all power. It's all punches. It's all kicks. It's all hate. That's what it is. It's all hate. And 5 stars all day long from anyone who cares to rate wrestling matches. So it's my memories of WCW, early 90s, and then they just until they went off TV. I don't even know if they were on TV, but they stopped releasing the videos around when Hulk Hogan joined, actually. And I didn't hear about it until 96 again. People started talking about I think it was WrestleMania 12 actually. Like the billionaire Ted skits was when I first recognized WCW again. But anyway, that's a story for another time. Thanks a lot for watching. Cheers.